everybody, it's Alyce-Kay Ruckelshaus from Threshold of Hineni, and in the last video I showed you some prep work that I had done. I went through that with you. I showed you the process, what exactly I had done, why I had done it, and why I felt like it was important to spend that much time doing those things. So now in this video we're going to do some small sections of journaling space in our notebooks, and I'm going to keep all of these. I'm not sure if it's in camera or not, it doesn't matter, but I'm going to put all of these piles of paper close by so that I can choose from them, because I'm going to want all different sizes for this particular part of the journal. Now, I'm definitely going to use these little squares. Okay, so I'm probably going to do this in, you know what, let's go through first and let's see how many pages still need stuff. Okay, and we can kind of that way look through. Now remember that this is not the cover. I haven't even chosen what I'm going to do the cover with yet. Okay, so we've got stuff on all these pages, and this will give us an idea of what we can still put down. So we could put something here, and maybe a little bit here and there. Okay, so here's our first real page. That's one page, and then we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this is a flip out, 7, 8, oh, we have lots of pages, 9, okay, we have lots of pages to work with, so I'm not going to go through all the way because that just tells me that I have a lot more than I thought. So what we're going to do is we're going to arrange little scraps of paper and glue them down into little journaling spots so that a page will have a few different areas on it that can be written in. Like this one could be like that. Okay, and we might even see if we have something really small. Where's one of my bigger ones? Let's just tear this piece right here. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and distress it. All right, and we'll put 3 pieces on this little tiny page. And the reason I like to do this, and especially in this kind of journal, because this is a directed journal, which means that we're going to be adding prompts for the person to write things about, for ourselves or for somebody else. Okay, and this kind of page, you can just write something really small, or you could write something that goes, you know, from one to another, or even write straight across those pieces on the page. It just looks really neat, and it's a nice way of dividing up the page, but also I think psychologically it just kind of makes you feel like you don't have to write a lot. Sometimes, well, the way I am, I like to write a lot. Oh, this is glued shut. I had a college professor who told me that brevity was not my strong point, and that's still that way. So I don't really have that problem. But there still are some times when I like that side better. There still are some times when I don't want to write a lot. I just want to write kind of bullet points kind of thing. And for those times, it's really good to have something small to write on, like journaling cards and stuff like that. For a lot of people, a full blank page is overwhelming, or even a journaling card is overwhelming. So having little spots like this are just really nice for, I'm going to move this over here. They're just really nice because they don't feel so overwhelming. They feel like, okay, all I have to write is like one sentence, or maybe even just a few words. And so that's just a lot easier to deal with. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Okay, we've got some ledger paper. I think that would be really nice. We'll put that right here. So it's just, yeah, it's just not as overwhelming. It's also, it just looks really cool to have all these little scraps. It makes it look more junky journal-y, I think. More of the junky part of journal. I don't have enough room on my desk for all this stuff. Okay, so this one I'm going to put way over to kind of balance out how far over this one is. I would have put it over even farther so that I've got my lace here. Okay, and then this one I'm going to put like that, just kind of centered, so it kind of balances it out. And there's a little bit of white there. I think I want to distress that. There we go. All right. So I'm putting glue on it. on my little catalog. I like using a catalog or something else with pages that I don't want, so that I can just throw those pieces out when they get too much glue on them. Okay, so this one I've put so that the lace can go back over it and kind of overlap it. Okay, so that's what that looks like. And doesn't that look nice? It looks better than just that blank space. Okay, so let's go a few more pages along. I don't think I want to put that here, especially since we have so many spaces that we can fill. I think I want to put some here. So let's choose some pieces that are all different sizes. I like this. And I'm also looking for different different designs, different sizes, different designs that are printed on them. We can look at the front and the back to make sure that we're getting what we want. Put that like that, I think. So see, somebody could write sideways on this, they could write down like that. Maybe a piece like this, and then let's see, what else do we have? Oh, here's a stripe. And then maybe one that'll go across like that. That'll be kind of cool, right? And I think I'll even just glue it right onto the ribbon. I'll have to put a little bit of other glue on that for there. Okay, so, or maybe I could just make it a little bit shorter, actually. We can do that. Okay. So you just kind of experiment, but don't spend a lot of time trying to figure out how you want to lay it out. Just kind of let your brain, let the not logical, the artistic part of your brain just work. Okay. So let's put this over here. Okay, so let's put this one down first, because it's separate. Okay. All right, so we're putting that one there. And then the one on the bottom is going to be this one. And I want to make sure that that corner that's torn definitely gets to show. So look, I'm going to move it over this way. I think I had it up here at first. I think then it would get covered. Okay, and then I think it was this and this. Maybe that way. Okay. And, you know, like I said, just don't spend a lot of time, don't overthink it. Thinking is sometimes the enemy of art. Not always. I'm not saying you should never think. I'm just saying it's a different part of your brain, and as Americans, we tend to emphasize the logical part of our brain. And so it's kind of hard for us to just let ourselves go and work with the artistic side. Okay. So this one, I didn't have go over quite as far as this one because I don't want it all to be perfectly straight and everything. In fact, this one I got a little crooked, which is fine. That's kind of a good look, don't you think? Okay, so that's pretty. And this one has glue all over it, so I'm just going to tear it off. That's the beauty of using an old catalog that you no longer need. I have another newer copy of this catalog, so I can still get my boxes and other things that I need. All right, so let's make sure we go a few pages along before we do another one. How about one here on this page? And let's use this. This is from Pixel Scrapper. Most of these papers that I'm using right now are from Pixel Scrapper. There are some that are from Pennies, but for the most part they're from Pixel Scrapper. So let's do that, and then maybe a, oh, this will be nice for like, maybe like a title for the page or something. Okay, so, and actually I think I'll do it like this and then have the title up there. Okay, let's see if we can glue it over here. And I'm not sure that I'll do all these pages on camera. I'm gonna do a few, and then I might do some off camera. If you are watching this and you've already got the idea, then what I would suggest is that you work on a project of your own. It can be what we're doing, or it can be something else, so that while you watch the rest of this video, so that you're still, you know, seeing and getting the benefit of the whole video, but you're not just sitting here staring at it, if you already get it. the other thing, you guys, that I do, and I don't do this too much with craft videos, but I do this with a lot of other videos, is I speed them up to watch them. And you would be surprised. You can speed it to 150 or 175% and still understand everything just fine. A lot of times with crafting videos, you want to be able to really watch the details and stuff. But I watch a lot of sermons and other talks, news and stuff, and not news really, but what I call news. It's not like current events. And so I speed things up so that I can watch more. So I have time to watch more. Okay, then we're going to do that. Okay, so that'll be a good little place for just one word or for a title for the page or something. And like I said earlier, we're going to be decorating a lot of these pages later. We're not going to decorate them right now. Okay, so let's do one on this page. Again, let's do this, which looks kind of nice with this ribbon over here. Okay, and then let's do this stuff. I think is going to be good for writing on because it's actually like elementary writing paper. And then let's do, I'm looking for something kind of big. Oh, that's too big. How about like this? Yeah, I like that. Okay, and we might move that over like that. Okay, yeah, I like that. Okay, so let's do this one first. Yeah, so I'm doing this off camera, sorry. It's just trying to find a place to put my glue thingy. Not sure if I had this centered or moved over before. And then let's do this one that we're going to have up here. Do we want it that way? I think we want it that way. And again, this is just providing some nice little places to write short little things. Maybe just a word or something. We might make one of these pages into a gratitude page, or probably more than one page into a gratitude page. And so like a big piece like this, you might want to write several things that you're grateful for. But some of the little tiny pieces, you could write just one thing. And for this, glue stick works really well, but you know, I'm covering the whole thing with that glue stick. And the reason I like to use glue stick on these pieces is because it makes them flat. I don't have to worry about that other glue making it like beaded underneath and making it hard to write on. And let's do, how about that right there? Okay. So, and these are all torn by hand and then distressed by hand. Okay. Should we put another one right here or not? I'm not sure. Let's see how that would look. If I had a really thin, narrow one. Let's see, how about this? Oh, here we go. Here's a good one. How about, yeah, how about that? That's kind of nice. Okay. So one more for that page. And do you see how this kind of divides it up and it makes it less intimidating psychologically, I think. There we go. Okay, so that's good. That's good for that page. Let's do a couple more pages just to make sure that we have the idea here. Let's flip to the back. So we have some of them on the back here. Let's do one right here. And I think we will do this. And what's on the back of that? And how about this? There we go. And we need another kind of small one here. How about this? Maybe turn it this way. Kind of hate to lose those edges that look so cool. But yeah, maybe if we do it up like that. Does that look okay? We could maybe put another small one there, I'm not sure. Okay. And again, just, you know, choose papers that match your color scheme. They can, it's nice if they're from the kit. Now the only reason that I'm not using pieces, mainly not using pieces from Penny's kit for these, is because the pieces for this particular kit are very dark, so they would be hard to write on. And so I kind of needed to go outside of the kit to do that. I kind of prefer to stick with a kit, but sometimes that just doesn't work. And I like Pixel Scrapper. Pixel Scrapper has a lot of different artists, and there are certain ones that I really, really like. And I'll have a link for Pixel Scrapper at the bottom so that you can check it out. Why is that not sticking? Let's do that again. So you can check it out. You can download 5 for free each day, or you can buy bundles, which, you know, when you sign up, you give your email address, so they will send you emails about specials that they have each month, and some of them are really good, like $2 for a bundle of things, and you know, and they're really good. I like them, so I highly, highly recommend them. The other thing that you can do is you can join for a year and download, I think, as many as you want for free for the year. I mean, really, you know, all their different options are very inexpensive and very reasonable, and I'm sure there's a lot of work that goes into creating their designs, so it's definitely worth it. And there's, I mean, thousands, I don't know, could be over 1 million images, I don't know. Okay, so that's one more. We have time for maybe one more page, so let's do one close to the back. What do we have? Maybe the very last page should be one. Okay, so let's find maybe a big piece like this would be good. Let's put that on the outside edge, and then maybe another large piece like this, and maybe a piece like that. Okay, and I'm going to tear that, and I'll find a place for the scrap that I just created by doing that. Okay, so I like that. So let's do this really quick, and then I'll stop and go on to the next thing, which is going to be, I think, making the little tearaway scrap arrangements. I don't really know what to call them. It's an idea that I got from somebody else, but I don't know what she was calling them. Okay, so we're putting this down here, I think. Oh, you know, I make those arrangements and then I can't remember how I had it arranged. Okay, so I'm gluing this whole back, and it's, you know, it's a big piece, so it takes a minute here to do. I think we had this up here. Okay, and then I'll put, and I want to make sure that all the edges and the corners especially are down, are glued down, and then that can go right there. Okay, and I don't have the book bound yet. I won't bind it until I've got pretty much everything that I'm going to put in there, you know, that's going to be attached, in case I need to do any sewing or anything. It's just easier if the book is still free from binding. Okay, all right, so that's it. Okay, we still have a lot of lovely scraps left that we're going to use to make little scrap tearaway thingies next. Sorry, I have all these technical names for things. All right, I love you all. I will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.